My name is Michael Young, and I'm a lawyer who handles contested estates and trusts in Texas. In this video, I'll discuss what's called a support trust. This is an important issue for me because I just finished a jury trial recently in which a support trust was the central focus of the trial that we successfully concluded in front of a jury, and involved the interpretation and administration of a support trust. Well, what is it? Essentially, a support trust is a common term used for a trust, and it's typically between spouses, where spouses will agree that the assets that they put into a trust, whether it's a living trust or a testamentary trust, that those assets that they put in the trust will be used primarily for the benefit of the surviving spouse while they're alive. And then once that surviving spouse passes away, the trust document will specify where the assets go then, and usually it will be divided amongst their children or grandchildren as the trust document states. The surviving spouse, who will often be the trustee, but it could be a third-party trustee, typically a support trust will provide that they can use trust assets, whether that be land, real property, or financial accounts. They can use those trust assets for their health, maintenance, and support, which is a broad standard. However, it doesn't give that support beneficiary unlimited discretion to request funds or to provide themselves funds if they're the trustee, or just to sell trust assets if they're not for the health, maintenance, and support. And sometimes that can be an important issue because the remainder beneficiaries, the children or grandchildren, obviously have an interest in those trust assets being preserved, but a court or a jury will look to see, okay, what are the standards of living of the surviving spouse, what type of assets do they have to live, and whether this is a prudent exercise of trustee discretion to provide the assets that are at issue, whether they be financial accounts or land, for the surviving spouse. This is a fairly common issue you'll see in Texas trust cases. If you're involved in a Texas trust or estate dispute, feel free to give me a call.